Hello. Thought I'd try something a little different. I don't enjoy being on camera. I really don't, but I enjoy filming and I enjoy editing films. So I thought I'd try this, which is a little different. Coach over in New Berlin, Illinois, their high school football. I'm one of the assistant coaches there. And I figured, you know what, I did some short movies and some videos for them. And I thought, let's do something a little bit different. So I figured I was going to set up, an interview series. So I said, well, let's go ahead and post this up on my YouTube page. And I will start labeling different things, but that way I have everything I'm doing kept in one place. So the first interview series, and I do not know what I'm going to call this series yet, but the first interview series, I interviewed the captains of the Waverly Franklin New Berlin high school football team. We have 4 captains. Only 3 were able to attend. The 4th being Ethan Mudd, who is a senior. Unfortunately was unable to attend, but it doesn't mean he's not going to be in future videos, because he will. So with that, I'm going to apologize in advance for the audio. It was after one of our team dinners, and the group that wasn't being interviewed was quite loud, or should I say the assistant coaches were quite loud. So I will work on the audio for future videos, and I hope you enjoy it.
I want to do some more interviews like this, maybe some press conferences after some football games with some players and whatnot. But I figured the best way to start would be with our captains. So at this time, look at one of the cameras, and why don't you go ahead and give me your name, number, and position.
I'm Joey Meisman. I'm a quarterback, and I'm number 3.
My name is Luke Cummings. I'm a senior, slot receiver, running back, number 5.
My name is Mason Oswald. I'm running back, number 15.
All right, well, first question is, why did you want to be a captain? Now, 2 of you are juniors, Joey and Ashi. I commend you for wanting to take that role as a junior. Well, obviously you're a senior, but can each of you tell me why you wanted to be a captain?
I can start. I want to be a captain because I've been around Pretzel football my whole life. My dad was a Pretzel football player, and I love Pretzel football. I mean, it's been my family my whole life. It's been my blood, and I feel like I've put in a lot of work, all these years, and this is my senior year. I feel like I can, lead this team to where it needs to be, not for this year, but for the future.
Next, I wanted to be a captain because I just felt like I could bring good leadership, and it could make my leadership better as a person. And I felt like I could help the team a lot.
I decided I wanted to be a captain because I just felt like I had the capabilities to be.
Could you talk so loud?
Been practicing being a leader with my dad. I've also been in the New Berlin community a very long time. A lot of family has too.
How has COVID affected your football and/or your senior year, or your school year?
Obviously, it's changed everything. For all of us, it's different. We only have 6 games, but I think it's taught us more. Besides football, just not to take anything for granted, and this is bigger than football. It's a family, and we need to be there for each other always.
Anyone else? COVID?
Yeah, it's definitely changed a lot of things, and it's really weird with all the different sports going on right now.
There's like 5 different sports going on at the same time.
Yeah, with all these other sports,
but
not everybody.
Yeah, like my wrestling is going to start in a couple weeks. I was looking forward to doing it, but I don't know right now.
I want you to tell me a positive memory of high school football. I want you to tell me a funny memory, keeping it clean, of high school football, and then your favorite game. So we'll start with something positive, a positive memory from high school football so far.
I think it was my freshman year, just getting to watch older kids play. I think that was really cool. Always wanted to be on the sideline. Spent my whole life just watching the varsity games. actually get to add up and stuff. I think that was one of my best memories, just the first game getting on the field.
My most positive moment is probably last year playing quarter because we played quarter and
Played more.
yeah.
Okay.
It was my first win because
Okay.
I was on the varsity. I just messed
First
up
varsity win?
completely bad.
I would just say my most positive. I mean, it's weird that I put it as positive, but I would say this year in a way it's positive because it's, like I said, it's more than football. I think it's taught us, especially the young kids, that not to take anything for granted. My time's almost up. I only got 6 games, so I just hope this is a positive in the sense that they understand that this is bigger than football, and we have 3 towns we want to make proud. We're doing it for them, and I don't know. I think that's positive because since it was taken away, we can actually take a step back and realize all right, this is kind of needed. I don't know. So yeah.
Anybody got a funny memory of football? Remember keeping it clean.
I'll start. So I think it was my freshman year. Previously, before our new locker room, the freshmen were separated, and we heard a lot of noise in the varsity locker room. I was like, "What's going on over there?" So I go in there, and it was probably one of the last practices of the year, and there's all these chairs stacked on top of each other, and he just runs and tackles right through all of them. It's hilarious.
There's a video if you want to see that.
Yeah.
I might have to take a look at that video.
But I think my funniest memory is when we had Coach Lang. Yeah, he had it up one time for practice, just put a helmet on. We were doing Nutcracker and went up against a few of us, so it was a lot of fun. And he was just really energetic, fun to.
Mine's with that same coach. He threw breakfast across the water table and spilled the whole table.
Do you have a favorite game that stands out?
I mean, originally, I was going to say probably last year against Baroa. That first half was wild, and we had the #1 team in the state on their heels. I really thought we were going to come through that, but if not that, then probably my sophomore year, we were playing North Mac, and before they had their turf field, they were playing in Girard, their JFL field, super small, and it was a terrible day for football. It was pouring down rain, it was wet, and the field was torn apart, and it was a straight mud bowl. And we came through and won that game, and that was pretty awesome. I mean, no one expected us to win, and it was weird conditions, but I loved it. It was awesome. Got a little bit of time, so.
I'd say my favorite is probably the Monroe game too.
Yeah.
That was just a really
Good, that really gave us a good feeling.
I want to have to agree that Monroe game was a memorable game.
That was awesome. That was pretty awesome. It was a really good feeling. Yeah.
Mine was the second half of the game last year. We were down. We came out second half on fire. And we just had a little more time. We could have got the job done. And it just made, that second half, I felt like we grew a lot.
Yeah, and I think that Maroa game, even though we didn't get past that hump, I feel like last year, especially for the young guys, myself, it gave us that confidence, are we gonna put it to anybody?
We proved to ourselves
to ourselves, this is the #1 team in the state, and we have them on their heels at halftime. I don't know, that was awesome. That was awesome for sure.
Who has been a positive influence in your life? But I'm going to kind of narrow it down a little bit. Who's been a positive influence in your life, your high school years? Not necessarily football, though it could be football, whether it be a coach. It might be the same person if I said your entire lifetime. It might be a grandfather, a father, a mother, an aunt and uncle. It might be a teacher. But narrowing it down, so in your high school years, who has been, right now, a good positive influence for you, helping you? Because it's difficult being a teenager.
I would say, I don't know, I don't want to say, really all my coaches, my parents, but if I had to choose one person, even though it's not, I know he's not football related, but I say Coach Lucas for basketball. I mean, he came in and kind of changed, not only for the basketball program, but now he's the athletic director. And he kind of just takes a different approach to New Orleans sports that we need, kind of that winning culture. And he's definitely brought it to basketball, but like he's brought it to about everybody. I mean, he's changed me in a lot of ways to be not only a better basketball player, but a better person. And I think he's bringing that to New Orleans in general, and I think that's what's needed. But, yeah.
I don't think I just have one person. I think it's the whole coaching staff. I mean, just watching the way everyone gets along and jokes around with each other. Yeah. It's just good to see. Who's coaching staff?
Mine would be Coach Hill because he keeps me cool, and when I'm heated, he calms me down.
Just keeps you together.
Yeah.
All right. Any last comments or thoughts you have on New Berlin Pretzel football?
I think this is going to be a great year. I mean, I think it definitely has what it takes to. I
hope this is the year that, like Coach Harris kind of just talked about, like change the winning culture, get more kids out, and just get New Berlin football back to where it should be. I mean, I think there's no reason why we shouldn't have well over 60 kids come out for football every year with 3 different schools. I mean, I think that this year could be, since it's only 6 games, it could be that proof that people need to wow, okay, we can make some noise. And I don't know, that's what I'm hoping we get out of it more than anything.
Your last words, quarterback?
Ready for tomorrow. Let's go get them.
Well,
What quarterback said? Yeah.
Ashi?
Ready?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you later.